We spend a lot of time on this channel telling you stop going out to eat if you want to save more money. But today, we're going to tell you, what if you do want to go out to eat? It's all right. We're going to tell you how you can do it and not break the bank. Hey, I'm Hope.
And I'm Larry.
From Under the Median. So going out to eat. Now, we are going to be incredibly transparent and tell you that 32 years ago, when we actually created our first budget, in fact, we didn't even have a budget yet. We were just broke. And so we tracked every penny that we spent for 30 days, and we found out, even though we thought we were living pretty frugally, we were spending an astronomical amount of money going out to eat. Mm-hmm. Now, we weren't going out to super fancy restaurants, but we were going out to eat once a week. So that was sort of that moment when we figured, this is probably an area we need to get under control. Now, as always, we're going to tell you that this is not about deprivation. This is about choosing when, where, and how you will spend your money. So if you have decided, you know what? We feel really strongly. We still want to go out to eat every once in a while. You know what? We do too. Yeah, every once in a while we say we're going to go out to eat, but it's a planned event and we know about how much money we plan to spend on going out to eat. So there are ways, and we have 20 of them for you today, ways that we have figured out you can eat pretty frugally or at least less expensively at restaurants. Now, if you're watching, you've not seen our channel before, and you're thinking, who are these people? Well, we're Hope and Larry. We're Under the Median, and we named the channel because we raised our 4 sons debt-free on an income which was consistently under the U.S. national average income. So along the way, we learned ways that we could save on areas like food and also clothing and gifts and, yes, going out to eat. And we also figured out ways you can still live with a spirit of joy and abundance, even though you're on a budget. All right, so let's talk going out to eat. They've decided, yes, we're going to do this. What is one way that they can save on going out to eat?
Well, one way is to find restaurants that offer meals free for the kids.
Now, you need to look online, and if you just Google restaurants that offer free or discount meals for kids, then you're going to find a lot of like chain restaurants are going to offer specific nights of the week where your kids eat for free. Generally, I will tell you that does include the caveat. You can't just go in and get free meals for your kids and walk back out again. Usually you have to purchase at least 1 or 2 meals for the adults that are with the kids. But you know what? You are going to get free meals for that child or those children. And usually it's under like age 10 or 12. They do put an age limit on it. You can't get a free meal for your 18-year-old. Yeah, because we know they would eat like 5 of the children's meals. Just saying. All right, so look for free meals. Next thing.
Use gift cards. Now, occasionally we get a gift card given to us. We're both active in our local church, and once a year our pastor and his wife, I think it's around Christmas time, will give us a $50 gift card to a local restaurant. So, you know, that gives us some latitude in going out to eat for free.
And a date night. So we save those gift cards and deliberately decide how we can use that gift card in order to go out to eat for the 2 of us for $50. All right, so when you get the gift cards, make sure you deliberately use them and systematically use them.
And don't lose them.
And don't lose them.
One year we lost our gift card.
Yes.
Remember
it was
that?
So sad.
It was very tragic.
Oh my gosh, it was like traumatic.
Yeah.
And I just cleaned out the drawer above the garbage can and the gift card was in there. And so like I felt guilt like for a long time. And I can't remember. I don't think we went out to eat.
We did not.
Because we didn't have the gift card.
We
so
didn't have
that
the
was
money.
super, super sad. No gift card, no money.
Nope.
So yeah, make sure you know where you put them. And make sure that you check, first of all, check the balance so you know how much is on it, because the gift cards don't generally say, some of them. And you need to understand that you can't keep gift cards indefinitely. People are sometimes surprised by the fact that the gift cards generally have like that face value for a certain amount of time. And sometimes it doesn't say directly on the back of the gift card. You almost have to like call the 800 number or check online, and it will say gift cards are good for full value for up to 6 months, or generally up to a year. Usually it's a year. They give you a year, get in here, use it within a year. But if you don't, they start subtracting every month money off of that gift card value. And sometimes if you keep it for like 2 years, you're going to have a gift card that literally is worth nothing because you simply didn't use it. So make sure you understand like the parameters of the gift card. All right, number 3.
Check for free birthday meals at some restaurants. So you can take advantage of combining a free birthday meal with a family evening out to the restaurant.
Yeah.
Now, this reminds me, and this wasn't a free meal. Do you remember Farrell's Ice Cream Parlor?
Oh,
It
yeah.
was in one of our local malls. This was back in the 80s.
70s and 80s.
Yeah, 70s.
Somebody
actually.
else tell us if you remember Farrell's Ice Cream Parlors.
I got they would give away a free ice cream sundae. And I remember I turned 18 and I looked older than 18. So I don't know if I had to prove it was my birthday. I don't think I did. They would sing to you. It was really fun. They'd bring it out and they'd sing happy birthday, the whole crew.
Yes, but the big thing I remember about Farrell's, everybody, was in high school, it was a big deal. I mean, there was no way that I could do it. But they had this, do you remember this? They had a huge ice cream sundae.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
I forget what it called.
They called it the volcano.
Yes, it was
the volcano.
Yes, it was an astronomical amount of money for ice cream back then. But if you ordered your volcano for, I don't know how many dollars it was huge.
And it was a big
huge.
amount, a huge amount.
And if you ate the whole freaking thing by yourself,
they would give it to you for free.
Yes. So there are these like names on the wall of these people who have eaten this volcano and gotten it for free. And I was like, ain't no way I'm even going to try. I would be throwing up before I got halfway through it because it was so huge.
The aftermath would not be real pleasant.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so that's one way to get ice cream free, but we do not recommend it. I'm just saying. Okay, so check around for discounts for your birthday or other special occasions, and make sure you take advantage of those. Okay, the next one, and we really like this idea.
You order from the early dining menu, and then you can save, 20% at some restaurants.
Yeah, usually they have 3 or 4. Now they're limited, like selections. So you're only going to get 3 or 4 early dining specials to pick from. But it's usually like before 5 p.m. Because restaurants want to fill, like there's this void between, say, 2 p.m. or 1 p.m. after their lunch rush is over until supper time. So it makes good sense to them to have an early diner special where between 3 and 5 p.m. if you come in early for dinner, then you can get it at a special price. And we've taken advantage of that a lot. Now, here is something that we did quite a bit. So if the early dining specials were until 5 p.m., and we knew we were going to get the restaurant at, say, 4:45. We immediately told our server, we just want to let you know, we are ordering off the early diner menu. Because sometimes what happens is like at the magic stroke of 5 p.m., if you get your order in after that, they're going to charge you full price instead of the early diner price. So we let our server know we're going to order off of the early diner menu and we want to get that price. So if he or she was busy and say didn't get back to our table until 5:05, we were like, now remember, we want this at the early diner price. And they always made sure we got it for that special price rather than the full price. So just communicate well.
Yeah. Number 5 is a good idea to plan ahead by looking at their online menu.
Yeah. Now, after the internet became a reality in nearly every home in America, this became so much easier to eat out on a dime because our kids knew that when we went out to eat and they were younger, we were going to look at the online menu. This saves y'all. I'm just saying, like we had 4 boys, right? This saves so much time and hassle at the restaurant.
Oh, yeah.
If the kids already know ahead of time, they've had a chance to look at home, at their leisure, at all of the options, and they have chosen ahead of time, this is what I'm going to get. And so we would literally take the amount of money that we were going to have available to spend, subtract 20% off the top because we were going to generously tip our server, and a lot of times it was over 20% because we didn't eat out very often, and we know that servers live on tips. So we made sure that when we were tipping, we were doing it generously. So we would subtract the tip off and we would know how much was left over, and we would divide that amount by 6 and say, here's how much you have to spend on your entree. Pick whatever you want within this price range. And then the kids would know this is how much I could spend. And we finagled it a little bit. If one of them wanted to get something that was a little more expensive, like we would, I don't know, get something a little cheaper, Larry and I would, so that the kids could have what they wanted as a treat or something. But I mean, it all worked out. I don't remember there ever being like massive amounts of infighting over who got to order what. But that was all done at home.
And it takes all of the guesswork out of what you're doing. And then you don't overspend by accident.
And it's so much easier. Let me tell you, we know from experience. Sometimes when there's family in town and everybody says, we're meeting at this restaurant.
Yeah.
Well, look, you don't have control over the restaurant, but you do have control over your own pocketbook, all right? So this helped so that by the time we got to the restaurant, the kids knew this is what they were going to order, and there wasn't a hassle with us looking at them in front of family members and saying, no, I'm sorry, honey, we can't afford that, or that's too expensive, or whatever. You just save a lot of embarrassment that way. I'm just saying. So, and I say this all the time. Look, we ordered water all the time, and we'll talk about that in a second. If Grandpa and Grandma are there, and they want to purchase soda for the kids or tea for the kids or something the kids want. Look, if it is not against your like parental values or your morals, or like if you're saying, no, we don't want our children to have soda because we don't give them refined sugar or whatever, then I totally get that. That's a whole separate issue. But if you're just not ordering the soda because you feel like you don't want to spend the extra money on soda, if Grandpa and Grandma want to do it and treat the kids, let them. Just let them. The kids will remember Grandpa and Grandma as being the ones who treated them to soda, and it'll be a happy moment for everyone. So if it's not against your values or morals or how you're raising your kids or your dietary restrictions, let them get the soda. All right.
Yeah.
Number 6.
If you can go out for breakfast or lunch, that is cheaper than the dinner prices. So you can save quite a bit of money. In fact, you can save about 20% if you go out for a breakfast venue.
20 to 30% less by eating out at breakfast or lunch. Now, your portions are going to be smaller probably at lunchtime than they are at the dinner menu. And you're not going to get like some of the fancy schmancy stuff that you will maybe on the dinner menu. But the lunch menu has some great selections. And a lot of times we have done this with the kids because we knew we had enough money set aside to be able to eat out, but not maybe for dinner. And we would just take them all out for lunch. And it was still extra special, right?
Oh, yeah.
Because we were able to eat out at all.
And some restaurants offer a free complimentary cup of coffee. And I'm in for that. Yeah.
Now, yes.
Strong coffee, hot.
Good coffee.
Oh, yeah.
Just saying.
Oh, yeah.
One of these days, we're going to do a video on things we actually spend money on, you guys.
Coffee.
And good coffee
We
is
get
one of those
good
things.
coffee.
It's like a free.
We do not buy cheap coffee.
Just looking ahead.
Yeah.
When you see that video, go, oh yeah, I remember she said we spend money on good coffee. Yes, we do. There are some things we actually do spend money on. Coffee's one of those.
You got to enjoy some things.
But so that's why we really appreciated the restaurants that when you got done with your meal, they would come around to each of the adults and say, would you like a complimentary cup of coffee? And we're like, yes.
Oh, yeah.
So look for those places to eat. Okay, so lunch portions are generally a little smaller and they're less extravagant. But here's one of the things that some of the menus also have. They have like twofers. Yeah.
Twofer?
A twofer. 2 meals for one price. A twofer.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I made that word up, but I like it. You can use it. So yeah, it's a 2 for 1 price. So you can get like 2 lunches and for $20 or something, and you get to pick like, what elements you want for each of those. And that actually helps you save some money on lunch too. So look for twofers.
Yep.
All right. Number 7.
Order appetizers instead of a full meal.
Now, we have done this. Sometimes, I know y'all probably have like friends that eat out more often than you do. I know all of our friends eat out more often than we do. And we'd be like, tell us like what appetizers are available at Applebee's or wherever for, and it's like a big volume. What can we get that's like a big bang for our buck when it comes to appetizers? And they would know. And, or ask your waiter or waitress, how many does this come with? And sometimes the appetizers are very filling.
Yeah.
And especially if you're not going to eat at the restaurant, if you're going to order takeout, then sometimes you can bring the appetizers home and like put other stuff with it and make a full meal. So think about appetizers. Number 8.
Well, this is a commonly done thing. Most restaurants offer portions that are just huge, and the average person really shouldn't eat that much food to begin with. So that becomes an easy thing for couples to split a meal.
Now, we have suggested this on previous videos, and you all pointed out, and rightfully so, some restaurants have gotten savvy to couples like us doing that, and they actually charge for an extra plate.
So bring your own.
No, so ask ahead of time, do you charge a plate fee if we split this? So be upfront and say, we're going to split this. Do you charge an extra fee for doing that? Or call ahead and ask ahead of time. Let's say that they don't want to split a plate. What's another place they can look on the menu where they're going to find smaller portions for a smaller amount of money?
Well, they can look at the senior citizens meals.
You don't have to be our age to order senior citizen meals. I'm just saying. There's no minimum age on senior citizen meals. So look yourself there at the senior citizen portion of the menu and see if you don't find something that you like for a little less money. All right.
This is commonly done, and Hope and I do this almost every time, although we don't go out to eat that often, but order water instead of some of their other beverages, and that will cut down the cost. Some restaurants do charge for water, but they don't charge very much. Most of them give it away for free.
Okay, here's another one. Take a calculator with you. Now, how does this help you save money? Because you know exactly what you're spending. Know what the restaurant tax is in that area, all right? So restaurant taxes are more expensive than any other tax in that particular locale. At least certainly it is here in our state. So make sure you know what the restaurant tax is, because food tax in our state, 1%. Restaurant tax, like I think it's 14 or 15%.
It's huge.
It is a lot more. So make sure you know what your tax is going to be. Figure tax in with your total bill, and make sure you figure in that tip for the waiter or waitress.
Yeah.
But it helps to know what you're spending. All right. Number 11.
Look for coupons online.
Now, all you need to do is Google the name of the restaurant followed by the words current coupons. And then you should be able to find some. An alternative way to do it is to go to the actual website of the restaurant and look to see if they have a coupon section. And sometimes if you sign up to like have them send you periodic emails, then they will send you like you'll get a free appetizer, or they'll periodically send you money-saving opportunities for their restaurant. Now, the only caveat is this. Look, okay, first of all, if you sign up and you decide you're not going back to the restaurant, you can always unsubscribe. That's what that button is always for, right? And the other thing is, if you always find that you're being tempted to go out to eat more often than really you should because you're getting these offers from that restaurant, then that's always another good reason for hitting that unsubscribe button. But if you're looking for a coupon for the night you're going out, that's a great way to get one.
You have to make sure that the coupons are genuine. There's a lot of scams out there online that'll try to hook you for something. So
That's right.
Got to watch out for that.
That's why it's a great idea to start at the actual restaurant website. Okay, number 12, and this kind of goes along with that. We want them to join up. Join what?
If you join their customer loyalty program, then they will send out or email you times when they might have special offers.
Yeah, and if you tell them what your birthday is, that's when they're going to send you those magic coupons for either a free appetizer, a free dessert, or even a free meal on your birthday. So you want to be able to do that. All right, number 13.
Look in local business mailers. Now, we get one. It comes in, what, about once a month or a couple times a month?
Yeah, once a month maybe.
Yeah, and it will have a lot of coupons and specials in it. And it has more than just restaurants. It'll have coupons for oil changes and all kinds of stuff. But that's a good source for some savings.
Now, even if you feel like there's never anything in there that I'm interested in, go ahead. It takes less than 5 minutes to pick up the thing that comes in the mail and flip through it. Because for years, we weren't interested in anything. And then it was like, woo, it was this amazing moment when our favorite Italian restaurant in town, who never has coupons, had like an anniversary sale deal, and they had all these coupons in there. And I was like, oh my gosh, it was like hitting the mother load of coupons. It was wonderful. We had a good time with that. We ate out a lot that month. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
All right. Number 14 is?
Buy gift cards from Kroger when they offer 4x fuel points.
Now, when you have a Kroger store loyalty card, every dollar that you spend at Kroger, they give you 1 fuel point. But during certain specific periods of time, they'll say, when you buy gift cards this week, we will give you 4x fuel points, which means instead of 1 fuel point for every dollar you spend, you get 4 fuel points specifically on the gift card purchases. Now, this doesn't save you money on the gift cards. No, it doesn't. But it does save you money on gasoline, so I felt it worthy of pointing out that this opportunity does exist. But there is another opportunity for gift cards, and that is
buying used gift cards. Now, you'll have to explain that one to me, because I've never heard of buying a used gift card.
I actually researched this a couple of years ago and found a multitude of sites that specialize in selling used gift cards. So what people do is they get gift cards. If you get a gift card for a restaurant, we hate this restaurant, we're never going to use it. Rather than throw that gift card out or give it away, then that person will sell it to these used gift card websites.
My gosh.
And the card gift site will maybe give them 50% of the face value, so they get cash, right? Mm-hmm. And then they're going to sell it to you for a certain percentage of the face value on the card. And actually, I have heard that it works out pretty well. Tell us in the comments of this video, have you ever bought used gift cards and has it worked out for you? Or nope, it hasn't worked out for you. We've not done it, but I did research it, so I felt like I really wanted to point it out. Now, there are a couple of them that I looked at, and I will leave links to those in the description of this video, but I am not saying that I put my word behind the fact that these gift card sites work, because I've not personally used them.
So what's the next item?
All right. So buy gift cards around major holidays. Now, why does this make a difference? And we actually did this. It was for our 30th wedding anniversary. We actually figured out how to take the whole family out to eat for less by using this idea.
Well, around major holidays like Christmas, Mother's Day, Father's Day, restaurants will offer a free bonus gift certificate for a lesser amount. Now, we did this, it was in June because it had to have been around our wedding date. We used to have a restaurant in town called the Flat Top Grill, and it had a lot of good veggie meals, and you kind of made them yourself, and then they would cook them up. It was a good place to eat. But they were offering a special deal. Now, go ahead and you explain what they were offering. We really cashed in on it.
Right. So for every $25 of gift cards that you bought, you got a bonus $5 gift card. Now, this was at Father's Day. We actually went out to eat there for Father's Day.
Oh, is it Father's Day?
And so we knew that was right around our anniversary. We were waiting for someone to come into town because we wanted them to be able to go out to eat to celebrate our anniversary with us. So we knew it was a couple of weeks before they arrived in town. And we thought, in 2 weeks, we're going to be right back here celebrating our anniversary. So we purchased $150 of gift cards and got 5 bonus $5 gift cards.
$25.
That's right.
Yeah.
And so that was how that worked. And we used all of it to take all the kids and the family and the fam out for our 30th wedding anniversary. And so that's now, here's the caveat. Usually those bonus gift cards have a short expiration date on them. Mm-hmm. So say you need to use that $5 bonus gift card within 30 or 60 days of purchasing it. So you need to make sure that you're looking at those bonus gift cards at the expiration date. Because really what they're hoping you'll do, like especially around Christmas, is buy gift cards for all of your friends and relatives. And then you are going to use the bonus gift cards within 30 or 60 days. So that's what they're hoping will happen. But anyway, so look for those bonus gift card opportunities. I think I've seen them around Mother's Day, Father's Day, Christmas. Those are maybe even Thanksgiving. Those are times when you're going to be able to get those bonus gift cards.
Another item is that you can check social sites like Groupon.
Does anybody else use Groupon? My sister has used Groupon for a number of different things and loved using it. We have never used Groupon. I know. Can you believe it? Because I know this is a really frugal thing to do. So I would love to know, have you all used Groupon and has it been a good experience for you? So sometimes Groupon, it's like they buy a mass quantity of these. Or I think it works on the principle that everybody that's involved in this group, it's like quantity, right? So if the restaurant knows they're going to sell 200 of the gift cards through Groupon, they're offering a batch of 200. So it's limited quantities. And they're going to give you $5 off of each $25 gift card or something. So for that discount, they're banking on the fact that 200 people involved in this Groupon group are going to purchase and like basically clean out that lot of 200 gift certificates. So it makes sense for the restaurant to actually give an upfront discount. Basically, you're getting a 20% discount, right? And so that's how that works. But the quantities are limited, so you got to raise your hand in Groupon and say, yeah, I want it, and purchase it, because the quantities aren't going to stick around forever. But I want to know, have you used it?
Now, following kind of in the same vein of social sites, if you follow restaurants on social media like Facebook, Instagram, what's the other one? Twitter, yeah. Sometimes a chef will post that they're overstocked on a certain item of food that they have. And so they're going to offer a special. And you can take advantage of that special by kind of watching for those things. Another thing that I've noticed on social sites, we have a Chick-fil-A in town, and that's a national chain. And I haven't seen this lately, but they would offer free chocolate milkshakes or free drink or a free chicken sandwich or whatever, and for the whole family. And so that can be taken advantage of as well if you're a chicken eater.
That's right. All right. So the next thing you might want to do is bake it at home.
Oh, we have, now we used to eat pizza. We haven't been vegan all of our lives.
Not forever.
No.
It's been about 10 years. But before that, we ate Papa Murphy's a lot.
Oh, yeah. It was our favorite thing to do on a Friday night was on my way home from work, I would stop by Papa Murphy's, and we had our special, I think it was a 3-meat pizza, family size. And they would just put the pizza together, and they sent it home with you raw with the instructions how to cook it. So it would cook for 20 minutes in the oven. It would come out piping hot. And so we'd have pizza and movie night.
Okay, you guys, so this is where we are just upfront and honest with you. Larry may not remember this, but I do. We ate Papa Murphy's like clockwork once a week. And there was a while where we thought, no, we're going to break away from this. We're not going to do this for a while. And we walked in and they said, are you guys okay? We've been really concerned because you haven't been in the last few weeks. And we're like, oh, my word, that just shows you how often we ordered Papa Murphy's. All right.
And another thing is we found we have a Hyvee in town that will also hand make your pizzas, and then they bake them right there in the store. They're a lot cheaper than going out to eat, about half the price of a Pizza Hut pizza, for instance.
Yeah, and they don't charge you for baking them in the store. So check with your large grocery stores. Sometimes in that deli section, especially if they have a hot food section, they will, if they sell pizzas, they will cook the pizza for you to take home, and they don't charge you any extra for that. You just take it home piping hot, just like you ordered it from Pizza Hut or something, all right? Mm-hmm. So ordering your main dish as a carry-out, this is something that we have done a lot. So we actually were gifted with a gift certificate to a pretty expensive place in town. And a lot of times, you know, yes, they're great date nights, but we felt really bad going out without the kids because we so seldom did it. So we were like, no, we are not going to use this gift certificate to go on a date night. We are going to include our kids in this process. So the way that we figured out to do that was to order just some main dishes from them and then bring those home and add some side dishes, some other things from home. and be able to eat within the amount of the gift certificate. So that actually worked out really, really well. Now we do have like one bonus thought. This is not a way for you to save money, but this is something that we have consistently done. When you tip your wait staff, they work hard for their money. Make sure that you have left enough in that going out to eat budget that you can generously tip them.
Oh yeah, good idea. It's a very good idea. They appreciate that.
And tip them, if you got free children's meals, tip them as though you paid for those children's meals. You didn't pay anything for the children's meals, but tip your wait staff as though that money was also included on your bill, because they still had to get it ready. They still had to bring it out. They still had to, the person who cleared the table still had to clear the table. The bus boy or bus girl had to clear the table. So just please make sure that you are generously tipping that wait staff, especially if you're like us and you just don't go out to eat that often. Hey, if you're enjoying these tips and this is just your cup of tea, then make sure that you give this video a thumbs up and make sure that you're subscribed to Under the Median. Hit that bell notification button because that's going to notify you every time we drop a new video.
Hope has momentarily left. She is putting on lipstick. You can hear her walking upstairs. Yep. So I'm here all by myself. And that can be dangerous. Now she's back from putting on her lipstick.
Number 11.
Look for online coupons. And the furnace just came on.
Oh. All right. Ouch. That was my foot.
Oh, sorry.
In the comments section of this video. Can I just start over one more time? I'm so sorry at number 14 because I'm just mucking this up.